Hey everybody, there's Chelsea.
Hello.
We had to climb the bins per Andy's instructions.
Only you had to.
Well, only I had to. You wanted to, because he said, see how much room there is, and so he said, show everybody how much corn is in the bin. This is exciting, right?
Did you say this is exciting?
I did. It's a little sarcasm. Anyways, this one's much more full. Get your hand out of there. Come on. Oh, shut it. Anyways, I guess that's all we're supposed to do. You guys can look around.
What are you looking at?
Felt like I needed to add more.
Okay, I am cooking the last corn. I got it up to temperature. That's in the dryer, because that's all that's left to go in the bin. And the two smart-ass girls who just recorded before this know my wife went up to check to make sure there was at least enough room for another, 300 plus bushel of corn, because that's what's in the bin, or in the dryer. I have 2 loads sold because I knew I wasn't going to have enough room, so hopefully they come and get them soon. I'm going to drain this. It should fit with what she showed in the first one she showed. And then I'll take a load out of each one to get a little bit of a sump made in the center. It's still gonna be high on the sides, but I over dried some of this last corn because it's all gonna sit now until, January, February, March when I have contracts. So, and somebody's texting me, so I'm gonna let this cook for another, 15 minutes and then run it through. All right, you probably can't actually see him, but the friend who's a boy is over there starting the wash process. He's washing on the 2 heads right now. And after that, we'll probably tackle that disaster. Combine, well, let me unzoom you. Come on, you bitch. Combine shields are laying all over the lawn here. Got them off. Combine will probably be the last thing we wash. And then once I get the dryer drained, dryer will be the last thing to clean. And that's the thing that sucks, the dryer. Clean the dryer right straight up there with blowing off equipment like I did yesterday for about 5 to 6 hours. Which is why I don't breathe very well today. Even though I wore a face diaper, the good ones, N95. Alright, I don't know if I ever showed this before, but see how the wet moisture just keeps dropping? So is my temperature, because I just turned it off. And I've got it running, full rate is 70%. That's what my leg will handle, which it's flying through. So basically it's below the wet moisture tester now. So I had to turn the heat off because you don't want heat on without. So that's what it says it's coming out. The corn that was going in at the end was running high 18s, 18.7 to 19.1. Chances are at the end this might go up a little because, it depends on how long you cook it for. There's a formula, so many minutes per point and all that. I know I cooked it pretty decent. So actually the dry is going down some for the stuff that was in the center that got overcooked. That may actually get down into the 13s. If by the time the stuff on top gets there and it's in the mid 15s, upper 15s, I'm good with that, because like I said, I got 2 loads to go anyhow. Although most of that will funnel to the side because the spinners aren't on now, because when you get to the top, sometimes corn will leak between the roof and the sides in certain spots if it's not perfectly tight. So I had that problem with the bean bin that I showed you. So basically I turned the spinners off and just let it, dump down and flow to the sides. It's not great, let's put it this way. For an area like us, a cold weather area, we average about 130 inches a year of snow, and cold during the winter. Granted, in January they're supposed to start coming and getting some more corn. Cross my fingers, hopefully they do. But it's not great to leave it coned up like this. You want it concave, basically like this, a opposite cone. for the airflow to go up through. But having it a little over dried is, you want it a little drier to store through the winter time anyhow. But different climates, different parts of the country, you do things different when it comes to storing grain. But so as you can see now, it's pretty much down. You know, it's showing 3% moisture for the wet. We're down to 14 for the dry. Wouldn't be surprised if that dry gets into the 13s, but then it'll go back up some. But I don't know what it'll take. About an hour probably. I think it's around 10 ton an hour is what this will run at full max. So now we wait, and then I'll start opening things up. And you know, we're not going to get to the cleaning of this full throttle yet, because we're going to get the other shit put away so we can get, you know, the shop situated and whatnot. It's a Thursday now, the 11th, so tomorrow, Friday, we won't be doing a live stream, but the following Friday, the 19th, yeah, we might be able to actually, Jimmy and I, go back to doing a live stream, because hopefully all of our shit will be done. Alright, we've been busy. I haven't been taking you long. Especially washing shit, because I didn't want to get my GoPro all nastified. But grain head, I should have done this when I had the door open. It'd be a little lighter, but grain head put away. Boy, it fits in there just beautiful when you take the end snouts off. So, washed, shiny looking, put away. Not gonna finagle the corn head into here this year like I did last year. I'm gonna leave myself more room to do things a little different. Maybe put one of the big tractors back here. I went around, whoa, excuse me. Went around and right there's one of them. I got bait boxes. I don't know how well you can see it, it's dark in here. But I turned on the backlight. No, I did turn them all on. I went around and filled all my bait boxes. So I don't know, because once the curtain is closed there and the cement and the front part's heated during the winter, there's no coming back here. But I got the little 4 posts in them. I put bait, doubled up bait on them, and just threw a couple extra bait chunks in there. Rotten sons of bitches. Tomorrow I think I'll go over to the local hardware and get a shit ton of mothballs too. And when I'm done putting everything away, I got to figure something out with that door, because it's got the gap in the bottom of it there, as you can see. I don't know if I'm going to run some 2x4s along the bottom, put some blocks against them, because this year when we took shit out, there was coon shit all over the feeder house, coon shit up by the engine department, because a son of a bitchin' coon obviously crawled underneath there and decided to winter in here. He can't get his big ass in the bait boxes. Wish he could. I know. My wife says, well, put a live trap back here. Well, the problem with that is this winter, it's closed. So, just got the 2 6-wheelers cleaned out. Chelsea jumped in them and swept them out. That was an experience. We'll just leave it at that. All 5 foot nothing of her. Got them washed off. They are now put away in that shed. I'm gonna disconnect the batteries on the Freightliner, because for whatever reason it's got to have a draw somewhere. You should put a disconnect switch in it. That's what we should do before next year. I'm going to disconnect batteries. Got the 3 batteries in series, so I'll disconnect the one that, you know, goes to the truck, and because it'll be dead come next fall. So they're washed, they're put away. The corn head is washed over there right now, but I don't have the home for it yet, because I'm going to put it in that back shed. I got to pull the 3-sled snowmobile trailer out. I gotta get my snowplow out of there, put the snowmobile trailer in there so it's ready for winter. I don't want to put my snowplow on yet, because I got too many things to do with the bucket still, like lift him up to do the auger on the cart, lift him up when we're doing, you know, high up on the combine here and whatnot. So, but we're getting there. Rain tonight, rain tomorrow. It's supposed to clear up in the afternoon, so he'll be back in the afternoon. At this point in time, shit gets rained on. We're making it wet now anyhow. Dryer is done. It's drained. That will be the last thing we clean. That's not a fun job, but it'll be the last thing we clean. Everything did sneak into the bins. Called one of my grain buyers, sold one more load, because I got 2, like I told you, that they still need to pick up. So I'm thinking if I take 1.5 tractor trailers out of each one, I'll just have the last guy fill half here, back up to the other one. You know, we'll be good. I started opening up, you know, the panels and shit on the dryer, as you can see looking at the cement. The shit that builds up in there that's falling out. I mean, we got to clean all that out. That's from the heat and whatnot. So yeah, this thing's a joy to clean. It really is. I got a couple extra. I got 100 and a 50-foot air hose along with the 50-foot that's on my reel. So I hook them all together and run the air out here. And yeah, it's a joy, like I said. So cleaning shit up is not a fun job. Cleaning shit up when you've modified it makes it even less of a fun job. This will get a quick bath because this gets used all winter. Sits in here. Never have to plug it in because I leave the shop at 60. I use that for plowing snow and hooking up to the augers to load grain out throughout the winter. So we're getting there. It's, what is it, 4:30, 4:35, so it'll be dark here in a half an hour. Sunset's a little before 5. I told them wash for another half an hour, and tomorrow's another day because we're not going to wash in the dark. So hot water pressure washer, very good for, you know, caked down mud. Much better than the just using cold water. So damn glad we're done harvesting. We got just shy of an inch of rain last night. Friend who's a boy will be back here in a little while. Rain just stopped here. Sun's actually coming out. So we can finish washing up these shields, finish washing up the cart and the tractor, which he's got, I don't know, he's got the tractor damn near washed. Then we will pull this out, get this over there, start washing it. It's supposed to go down, it's Friday, it's supposed to go down in the 40s, but this weekend. We probably aren't going to get everything done today, but we'll get most done. Oh, then I got to clean this shithole up. I mean, I'm not going to bother sweeping up the floor or anything yet until the 8235 will get moved out of there, because that's where the combine will go. I still got to get the lawnmowers out, blow them all off. The cart will go in front of the seed tender over there. I got to get my forks in here and put away for the winter. Get the bucket off after we're done washing, but I'll raise him up, you know, like to wash up top. Get the bucket off, put away, and get my snowplow on. Get these areas cleaned up where Buddy's bed used to be. Probably I'll put the forks, and then I got to get my disaster zone of a workbench cleaned up. Put tools away, and the radios will stay out because we use those for hunting season. I can put my chargers away and all that stuff, and actually get a workbench. I guess I can take that back over the house. That's what I used to bring warm water out in the winter to give Buddy and the cat over the barn water, because we turn the water off in the winter. But clean this mess here up some, and get the place shut up and turn the heat on. But so I guess I'll bring you back when we get more shit cleaned up and put away. All right, let me zoom. And my zoom don't want to work. Oh, you piece of shit. All right, so I won't zoom. Tractor and cart are clean. Yes, when they dry off, you see streaks. It's annoying as shit, but it happens. But they're very clean compared to what they were a week ago. He's over there working on the combine right now. Mainly the tracks. All right, zoom button. You're pissing me off, but you don't want to zoom, so. Just trying to get the majority of all that nasty ass mud out of the tracks. That's the only problem with tracks, when it's this muddy. Over there in the shed where his car is parked in front of, I went over. Come on, what's the problem here now? My little sticky thing that the GoPro was on is all screwed up. I just unhooked the battery cables on the Freightliner because, like I said before, that damn thing is always dead every time we go to pull it out next, September to get everything ready. So it's got 3 batteries that are tied together. I unhooked the cables to the one that, goes to the truck. So hopefully the batteries won't be dead. But as you can see, yeah, it's just getting about dark. It's 5 o'clock. The sun just basically set. So another 10-15 minutes it'll be dark. I told him just work on it another 10-15 minutes till it's dark, and we'll call it quits. He has to work his job tomorrow, and tomorrow's supposed to be shitty all day from what they say, so we probably won't get back to it till Sunday. Chance of rain, chance of snow. It's only going to be in the 40s. Yes, it sucks cleaning stuff up this time of year, but it's what you got to do to put it away. So we'll get it all cleaned up, and we'll work on the dryer. And once everything is put away, I'll show you then when we get it all swept up. Shut the curtain, turn the heat on, and I'll be over here by myself this winter when the heat's on, because I don't have Buddy anymore. That sucks, but it is what it is. Well, that's in here. I got mothballs all oh god, I've been Chelsea and I have been cleaning the dryer, so I've been blowing shit off the dryer. I don't know what I look like, but so I've been inhaling a lot of dust. But this is in here. It's amazing. I mean, look at tracks, got freaking mud on them already just from moving them. Jesus, it's terrible. I mean, what little bit there is, it'll dry and flake off when it gets pulled out next year. But I got mothballs on the ground. I got mothballs in various different places around the combine, plus that cab fresh stuff. I got packets of that around. He's over washing on the brush hog right now. There's one of them cab fresh mothballs. As soon as he gets that done, I'm gonna have him help me, guide me in, put the grain cart in here where it goes, right here, backed up to the seed tender. And then I got to get those 2 things out and blown off still. There should be, after that's in, enough room for one of the 2 big tractors. But one should be able to go back there also. I don't know, trying to figure it out where everything goes. I'm not even worried about the floor here, because this is the last thing we'll do. But we got about an hour of daylight left today. Hasn't rained or snowed yet, but they've been threatening all day. Supposed to tomorrow. He's got tomorrow and Tuesday off, so hopefully we can. Actually, there's some rain. I feel it now. There's some raindrops. Guess I better go turn my bin fans off. Chelsea and I have been working on that. Oh my god. I don't know why Brock has those outer things there, because they just hold shit up in there that's, I gotta look into that. If those can come off, they're coming off. What a pain in the nuts. Tweet. Alright, so probably just bring it back when everything's finished. I know I said that before, but I forget what I say and then I do other things. What can I tell you? And of course the wind's got to blow this way. Well, we're trying to sweep the floor. Combine and cart and 8235 and lawnmowers blown off, backed in. Dryer out there is clean. Everything's done with the dryer, right? All we gotta do is sweep the ground, the cement up, which shitty out. It's supposed to be shitty tomorrow. Good on Wednesday. 55. Gonna have a day of 55, then back to this 30s and 40s shit. So we'll sweep the cement up out there on Wednesday when it's sunnier and drier. 8295 put in mothballs and cab freshes put all around, on machinery, on the ground, on the lawnmowers. You can't see it, I'm not walking back there. I put some boards up at the foot of the door to try and close that 4-inch gap or so. Put some blocks against them. Hopefully if the coon decides to winter in here again, it can't get in. But I think I already told you I went around and filled all the bait boxes. So basically, after the floor is swept up, you can see all my little studs in the floor. That's where we close the 2 curtains. I'll do that tomorrow when the door's closed. Still got to clean the bench, shit like that, but basically we're pretty much done, ready for winter. Oh, and it ain't raining or snowing at the moment, just was snowing a few minutes ago, but as you can see, very sloppy. Yeah, very wet, nasty. That's all it seems to do lately. Pulled the snowmobile trailer out of the back shed, put it in the front shed so it's ready when we need it. Stored the corn head in the back shed this time. So everything is put away. The chisel plow I just left behind the barn on the cement pad where the cows used to go out. Hopefully they come and get the tear disc out of my way. Maybe getting the new disc it's in before the end of the year. Depends on what my accountant says. So we're just gonna call this video. And don't forget, go get your Grumpy Farmer hat and t-shirt in the description of the video. And we'll see you in the next one, whatever it may be.